Yeah, bitch.
What you know about me, bro? Run hard in the game, gonna make a name. Leaving my mark, I'ma leave my stain. Better back up, cause I bring the pain. What you know about me, bro? Got supreme hat, supreme clothes, best breezy. Fuck yeah, so fresh, real high class, bro. What you know about me, bro?
Get this one going. This is my first time lighting one of these. I just been practicing.
You just been practicing doobies?
Yeah, I just been rolling up. Like
been practicing, trying to roll some Pretty Papes.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Plugging myself.
Oh,
Look
shit.
at me, shameless.
Is that where you got the name from? Like,
yeah, is that really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling nice joints. It was rolling nice joints. And well, it was originally just Papes.
Okay.
When I was in high school, right? But
So it's Papes with the money sign.
Yeah. But like I would just go by that name. I was trying to push my own nickname too, though. It was like, yeah, man, Papes. Like I would introduce myself.
I was wondering. I was like, wonder where they got that from.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
From
that
like
it was
rolling papers. Yeah. And then
that was good.
and then like later, I mean, I've always been vain since I was younger, bro.
Yeah.
Like, my mom would always bug me. She'd be like, yo, man, why are you always looking in the mirror? Like, I don't know. Like, I would take forever in the fucking bathroom. I would just be always like hella on some Johnny Bravo shit. So, and then I added the pretty there, like when I started like taking it more seriously.
Yeah.
Just to be, because also I went on SoundCloud and I typed in Papes and there was like a couple other Papes. I was like, oh, I can't just be Papes.
That always ruins it, huh?
Yeah.
You just want to hit them up and be like, yo, can I have the name?
Can I have the name?
Because you're not doing shit.
Yeah, can you drop it? You got fucking 7 followers.
For real, dude.
No, there was like J Papes, Q Papes, Papes with like 2 S's, like a couple other like.
Too many?
Yeah, there was a couple of them, and like it wasn't too many, but there was a couple of them, and I was like, you know what? Nah.
I'm gonna get a little bit more shrooms.
Yeah, dude.
We're also sponsored by Underground Magazine. No, we're not sponsored, but shout out to them. They gave us the papers. I have the magazine.
Really?
Yeah. I have the magazine somewhere else. I think I left in the fucking.
You just got to
car.
double flex. Say they're sponsored by us. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what do these guys do?
I'll flash the magazines at the end of this. But let's go. Let's start it. Fuck it. We got fucking Pretty Papes. You know,
What's up,
he explained that he got the paper coming in, rolling joints.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the Papes came in. So you got Pretty because you started feeling, you know.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I've been, like I was saying before, I've been vain ever since I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I'm always just kind of looking in the mirror. I'm caring about how I look, how I dress, and like shit like that. And you know, it's obviously for the ladies and shit, but like now, you know, like it's just part of me. It's become part of like who I actually am, and that's why I kind of push it as a brand. And then also, I mean, like, bro, like I know a lot of dudes that like, you know, they would be doing well, and they wouldn't be so lonely if they just did a little self-care. So ain't nothing wrong with a little male self-care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
so I
man.
push that agenda, like, you know, be pretty. Like, fuck it, dog. You're a man, but be pretty,
Dude,
be pretty, man.
I
'cause,
moisturize my
dog,
face before I got
That's
here.
what I'm saying,
You know, I
dude.
put
Like,
moisturizer,
there's a lot
bro.
of cats out here be walking the streets and they don't be exfoliating properly.
Yeah.
I can
I'm
see your
still
fucking
working on it.
pores from, you know what I'm saying? I can see motherfuckers, some people I can see their pores from like 5 miles away. I'm like, damn, bro. Just look.
Just
Just
exfoliate.
give me something, man. You know what I mean? But you know.
I've
But
always
that's always like a part of my shit. Too.
I've always had that problem with my fucking nose. Like I feel like my nose has a bunch of pores.
Bro,
Like
my shit be.
I gotta fucking scrub it. And even if I do the best, it's still like not the best.
Yeah, when I first started making music though, I feel like my self care wasn't all the way on point, and then I learned through time and like what works and shit. Like okay, like taking care of yourself is kind of cool. You
Hell
know what
yeah.
I mean? Like it's tight.
Dude, fucking. So you're from Orange County, born and raised?
Yeah, I mean I lived
Because
in.
you said you're living in Long Beach right now.
I live in Long Beach right now.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Aliso Viejo, California. It's like a suburb, kind of close to like Irvine, probably like 10, 15 miles from like Santa Ana. You know what I'm saying? So close. I don't know if you know the area, but it's like
I kind of.
yeah, it's South County-ish. It's you know it's pretty cookie cutter. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cookie cutter. It's kind of like I kind of felt different when I was growing up, a little bit. Like I had friends, but I don't know. There's something about it that like I didn't feel like I fully fit in.
Dude.
So I always wanted to like branch out and just see new things and stuff like that.
I feel you on that.
So,
Yeah.
I feel like musically.
Do you think before you continue? Do you think it's because like the culture around you, like you just wasn't something you fit in? Because I had that same experience,
It's a predominantly white area.
Yeah.
So you grow up, my parents are Filipino, but like.
Both?
Yeah, both my parents Filipino. But like you think about just like just in general, say like you have either Latin. I know this situation in both parts, like Latin people and like Asian like parents. They move to like a white neighborhood, and they obviously want to fit in too. Yeah. So they end up you end up a little bit losing your culture almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of
it's
like
either that or they double down.
Yeah,
you know?
it's either they double down or they like completely you kind of like get lost in it. But for me, like I always kind of felt like it was dope. Like I had definitely had people that I did vibe with, because like both my producers, my main producers, Chase and my brother Mix, and then Carlos goes by Los Wave. Yeah. We all went to high school together. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? Like we grew up in like that same area, but like I don't know, we have a different perspective though too. You know?
So that's crazy. So
Originally from Orange County, yeah. So those are all cats like literally from high school. Like I've known them produce since I was like 15. Uh-huh. You know what I mean? So like we still make the songs together, bro.
Yeah,
like it's
good.
You know what I mean? Like
it's, but that's what you want, because you want
bro.
someone that's gonna have your back, that's like actually your homie.
That's for real, bro.
Not someone that's like helping you, like give me that look, like fuck, hurry up, like recording you or making shit for you half-assed.
I feel like it's really important to work with people that care about you as a person too.
Oh hell yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like business is business for sure, but like if you don't got love for that person, then you guys were wasting your time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like so, it's like, you know what I mean? Like
I love you,
Roland. At the end of the day, y'all love each other. What's up? Hey, let's do it.
First time ever.
Smoke the joint. That would have gone viral as fuck.
Oh man,
viral moment.
Yeah, but
like it is important to just have people that you love. Obviously, just in your life in general that love you, but like also looking out for your best interest when you're working on art, because art imitates life, and your life is gonna end up exactly what you know what I mean, what you put out, you know what I mean. So like you gotta be careful, bro. Yeah. So of course.
Okay, how they get into it? Because what I heard from you, I did a little research. You got into music when you stole your sister's Wu-Tang album and Doggy Style.
Yeah.
So how they get into it, and how they how to get molded into what you have right now.
So it's a long process, really. I feel like just when I found my sister's CD, I didn't go, oh shit, I want to rap. Like no, I was like, I just really like the music. I just really like hip hop. I wanted to just hear everything, listen to everything. I didn't really think of myself as an artist at first. And then my homie sent me Fruity Loops. My homie Maiwan, shout out my brother Maiwan, sent me Fruity Loops, like the fucking, the
program,
the demo, but like the fucking cracked version, like the torrent. You know what I'm saying? He sent me the fucking torrent, bro. We don't pay for that.
I fucking remember that shit, bro. I got that shit too.
Yeah. I mean, we pay for it now, but we didn't pay for that shit before.
But that shit never worked. I had like the demo version for the longest time, so I could never like make something out of it.
You open it, man. Did you open the instructions?
Hey,
because there's a difference.
We're kids, bro.
You open the demo, but there's like a way, and then you open there's like a little cheat, so like it tricks the system to think that you bought the thing. Like,
okay.
So you open like this little program first, and then you open the demo after.
See, I didn't know
it's like
that.
It installs the purchase key. See, yeah, talking about torrents right now, man. What the fuck going on, bro?
Hey,
this is gonna be a wild conversation.
Because I swear, like I was trying to figure out how other people did it, but like this is like what 2010 or 11.
Yeah, you can still do that shit.
Yeah.
But like,
and fucking, I just could never figure it out. We had the program because my homie came up on an iMac. So fucking, we put that in the studio, and we're trying to figure out, but we can never do it. We just started doing beats on Apple, the guitar.
Like GarageBand?
Yeah, GarageBand. I was going to say Guitar Center.
We
were making beats on
Guitar Center. I used to pull up to Guitar Center all the time, though, just to like...
To fuck around with the shit?
Just to fuck around with the shit, man.
Hey,
like,
man.
I love that shit, bro.
Either that or window shopping. Like, one day I'm going to get this mic and...
Both. Literally, like, make a whole beat over there and then just be like, fuck. I gotta go.
Hey, it's even worse when they're looking at it like, hey, you gotta leave.
No,
you've been here for 3 hours.
We posted it in there for a minute. Just bullshit.
Hey, that's how it was with
tapping the cymbals.
Just messing around, just hearing shit. I was like that with Kmart. Kmart had free internet, and I remember going there when I was like in seventh grade or something. And at this time, we didn't have internet, and if we did, it was slow as fuck.
Okay.
So I'd go right there just to update my MySpace and look at YouTube videos. And this is 2005, bro. Yeah. Like this is still early on. This is crazy, bro.
Or you remember going to the Apple store with your friends? You take like fucking like I don't know. I don't know if you're in those days. Apple Store at the mall. You pull up. You all be like taking selfies with the different filters and shit.
Yeah. I remember that shit. Yeah.
Man, my
Dude,
God, that's
even
funny as
the
fuck.
fucking Best Buy with the cameras right there, the actual cameras.
Yeah,
I'll be
bro.
messing around. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, someone's gonna see this.
Yeah,
and like,
the sample vibes.
you know,
bro.
just throwing like middle fingers and shit.
Right.
But so go back to I feel like we got off track.
Oh, we went on a tangent right there, bro. I already told you it's gonna be a wild conversation.
because we were talking about your homie, how fucking
Okay, so how the homies got into it.
Yeah.
I mean, so for Los was the first person that we already knew was like really talented at music for sure. Like, just because, I mean, you would play like a song, like any fucking song on the radio, and he could like replay that shit on the piano. Like his ear was like.
And this is when he was doing that. Was that before you were rapping?
For sure, dog. We were like 14, 15, like in high school. Like he was doing that
That's
shit,
sick.
like on like a one of our parents' like keyboards or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so he was already about that shit before. Chasing my brother Mix. I mean, he was a little older than me. He was a senior, and then they used to do music. These cats, the Did It Boys. It was
Did It
basically all the
Boys.
cats that like play basketball and shit. They all did like music too, and they used to be tight, man. They had some cool songs and all that, and like he was always producing, and then he just kept making music as time went on. And I mean, I feel like we didn't really even link up till I was about like 21 or 22, like actually like on some music shit. But we knew each other.
Were you writing at that time too?
So I was writing. So I started off in a group. It was called H6 Bucket. Or before that, I was in a group called Papes and Lord.
Okay,
With my
Papes
brother
and
Lord
Lord.
Naveed. Still my homie. He don't make music no more, but
Yeah.
still my boy. We started off just like as a duo. Made like an album, put it on like Dat Piff, like live mixtapes.
Bro,
I
I
remember
remember
those
Dat
days,
Piff,
bro.
yeah.
Like Dat Piff live mixtapes.
I think I
like,
put one of my mixtapes on that.
yeah,
I can't remember.
bro, those were the days. Like
All
it was
my
just
shit
Dat
I
Piff
put
and
on
Bandcamp, and I
SoundCloud.
could not figure out anything else. I was like, man, I don't even want to, And then
It was hard to figure out how to put on Apple iTunes.
Yeah, no, it was.
I was like, how the fuck do you do that?
especially if you're an artist, because like for us, like we literally just like we don't care about all of that shit. We just
Well,
wanna,
sometimes,
we
like-
want to make music. You know what I mean? Like that's
So,
the point.
back
it's
then-
like, it's fucking like we didn't want. Before I was like just lazy to learn that shit.
All that
Yeah.
paperwork
Now I'm
stuff
like-
and shit.
Yeah, but
kinda
now I'm like,
yeah.
fuck, like that's the X factor.
Yeah.
Is knowing that shit.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
knowing
yeah.
that shit. So it's like.
But I feel like
You know.
back then there was no roadmap. Like even in
For
2010, there was no one saying like,
There
"Hey,
was-
this
there
is
wasn't
how
those
you
videos,
do this."
There
This is
wasn't
how-
those how-to videos
Yeah.
of yo, like this is how you get your shit on here.
Yeah.
This is how you do it. Like
Now it's
set up.
everywhere.
Now it's set
Yeah.
up. The
There's no
knowledge is out
excuses.
there. Yeah, the knowledge is out there now. But like, yeah, before, yeah, it was Dat Piff, Bandcamp, and like SoundCloud. I was just putting out some songs with the crew, and then I started kind of like, so first I was in Papes and Lord, and then there was this other group, H6 Bucket. We did some shows at the Observatory.
Hey.
Some other shit, but like, I don't know. We didn't really ever put out a project. We like probably put out like 2 songs together. So like we.
There's never nothing really
Yeah,
serious.
we did the shows, but like it was never nothing that we were able to have a product and sell the product. You understand? Like it's the difference between like making music and like turning your music into a business that's also
Exactly.
like tangible. I could purchase something from you. I could,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I could support you and help
Make
your
merch.
career grow. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it wasn't. I mean, we made little things and shit like that, but like, after those 2 like group experiences, I like kind of realized that I wanted it a little bit more than others. You know what I mean? And it's not,
Yeah.
I don't want to, knocking the homies and nothing like that.
But
It's
it's
just
just
like,
facts.
I just wanted to spend more time on it than other people were like interested in. And I started
Yeah.
doing my solo shit, and it just kind of, it
Took
grew
off.
from there. I was just putting out songs on SoundCloud first by myself, a bunch of covers and shit.
You make your own beats to it and everything?
I produce my own stuff, but then like I rely on the homies to produce too.
Yeah.
It just depends. Like if I can catch a groove, yeah, I can. If not, you know what I mean. I got
Yeah.
friends that are like really talented. Like why am I not gonna utilize their shit?
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
no,
Like
yeah.
So I mean yeah. From there, kind of grew from like doing SoundCloud shit to just trying to put things out, like put albums together. Put my first album together.
Singles.
Yeah, put my first album together. It was called Paper Plates with my homie Mix. He produced everything. It was a cool like start. Like we definitely had some like songs like knocking at the door that was like
What year was
really
this?
buzzing in the street. It was like 2016.
Okay. All right.
2015, 2016, and that's the first time.
And if
I
you don't
kinda
mind me
felt
asking,
that,
how old
yeah.
are you?
I'm 30.
30. Okay.
I'm 30. Yeah, I've been at it for a minute. So
All right.
like
I'm 28. So.
28. See, yeah. So it's
Roland, how old are you?
it takes time.
33.
33,
He's all
see?
33. Hella.
It takes time.
Hella proud.
It takes time to learn it though. Like I feel like everybody's process is different. Of course, if you were to ask a label and they were gonna be like, "Oh, how old they want their artists. For sure, they want like young ass artists if you like a label. But at the same time, it's like everybody's process is different because it's more than just getting money. It's more than getting on. It's your journey. It's like my journey through my art. You know what I mean? Like this is like you know. So
not only that, but
it's like it's a different. I don't know. Everybody's like timing and like wavelength is different, but I feel like I cherish mine a lot just because of the experiences and the people I've met along the way. So it's like
it's wisdom that you gain.
Cool. Yeah, it's cool as fuck. It's like I don't know, to look back, I'm like, damn, like what the fuck else would I have even done at that time? Yeah. Just clocked in, clocked out. You know what I mean? Like fuck, bro. You know what I mean? Like so.
You're like building this foundation.
And I'm just grateful for the experience and the right to do like you know. I mean, this is a privilege to be able to make music and for people to listen to your shit and to really put your stuff out there because like a lot of people are probably really talented or really want to do that, but just won't make that like that first activation to fucking get it started. They won't push the start button. That's, you know what I mean? Like they got the game sitting right in front of them, but it's just like, you know what I mean? So,
but how'd you?
I feel grateful for
because I see
what I've
I see how you grew. Like I obviously just met you.
Yeah.
But like the way you're saying it, like you got like a manager now, right?
So right now I'm actually independent again.
Okay.
I'm independent.
But you were
I'm
like
shopping for a new management and new publishing.
But you went out of your way to do all that. Like you know that you need a team behind you, this and that.
Yeah,
you played your cards right. You know?
There's a whole formula to this shit that a lot of people have already done successfully. So it's like if your music is good enough and you work hard enough, I don't see why game plans history can't repeat itself. You can't, you know what I mean? Or your history can repeat itself in a new way. Yeah. For your shit, you know what I mean? And yeah. We live and we learn.
Do you feel like that's how? Because I know your booming track. That's the one that kind of like started booming. Yeah, you know. Like,
it's for sure from an entire team, like being able to push it, push the song. But it's like you also got to understand too. There's certain factors that are just God and luck. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like so.
I bet when you seen that though, you're like, what the fuck? Like seeing your song go viral is like
it's a very surreal.
Yeah,
it's very surreal. It's like crazy because like I made that shit like in my bedroom, like my small ass bedroom. It was just like my mic and then my bed, and that was the only things that were in that fucking room. You know what I'm saying? Like so like it's a trip to like hear that shit, like, you know, different huge ass companies, big like $1 million corporations just like posting my shit. Yeah, that's fucking fire.
I seen that you post the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Running out to
it. Yeah, bro. Like it's wild to see. And then I mean definitely that's a whole team who put that together. As far as like you start off with the video, you start off with the song. I mean like people even picking the song because I have so many damn songs that it's like you kind of have to sift through to be like, okay, this is the hitter. This is gonna go this way. This is how you would market this. But really, we pushed the song for about 3 months, and then we moved on to the next song. Yeah. So I mean, like this is what I'm talking about with God and luck too. So like, of course, we did our due diligence to push the song as much as we could, and then in turn, the universe rewarded us with a little. You know what I mean? Like that's really how I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like because it's like you still have to, whether you know you put in the work or you do all these things, like you still have to get chose. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you have to. People still have to choose you multiple times. Like, you know, millions of people choose to listen to you. Yeah, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's still like, there's still the factor of choice. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Isn't that weird? Doesn't it trip you out? Yeah. Because that's like the same thing. Because he has like a hit song, and it's She's a Creeper. Okay. But like, I don't know. I mean, I never had a song that went viral. Well, it was getting viral, but then fucking the guy took down the YouTube video. Anyways, does it feel weird trying to not imitate what you did, but like try to get there again? Like, is that a certain pressure that you have? Because you're like, all right, I already got there. What steps do I have to do again to like surpass that? I guess
do more or die. Yeah, literally, like you have like it's like literally like if, especially if you're an artist, bro. Like if you do it once. It's either you did it once and or you can prove yourself to do it again. So like that's literally my fucking
Your goal.
That's like literally what's eating me inside every day, bro. I want to do that shit again, dog. You know what I mean? Like, cause it is.
Every time he performs, everybody's like, "She's a creeper," you know, like they love that song. It's like a hit. Everybody loves that shit.
Fucking sick feeling for people to just know your shit, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
dude, I've seen it when it
bro,
was like sold out. Everybody's just singing fucking word for word. I'm like, that's insane. Like, cause I just see him as Roland.
Yeah.
So when I see people singing his song, just like singing with him, I'm like,
holy shit.
Yo, this is sick, bro. Like, you actually got something like going.
That's the beauty of the music, though, too. That's really the beauty of it. It's like, it's not just yours. You know what I mean? Like, once you put it out to the world, it belongs to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it does belong to everybody. It's just, so it's like, oh, it's not going to.
So certain people are going to react different.
This is my jam. This is my jam. Like, if you break down the words, this is my song. Like, it's ours. I mean, it's my song that I put out, but like, once you put it out there and for people to enjoy it, it connects to people. Like, connects people, and it gives everybody just a chance to be on one wavelength for a minute. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the beauty of life, bro.
Yeah, because he has a song now. I think about it. How does it go? Isn't it Richard White? Where like you're talking about missing someone, and then someone like, dude, I just lost.
Shit,
I just lost my brother, and like listening to that song is just like helping me cope with that. Like when you hear shit like that, like I felt the chills, and this was like, you know, he's the maker of it, so I can only imagine how that fucking feels.
Bro, we are. I don't know, as a musician, as an artist, like, it's a service. You know what I mean? You're serving the general public with your music. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's at least how I treat it, as far as songs that I make to kind of just. That's the purpose, is to get people through their day, because everybody, you know, most human beings live a very monotonous life. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, whether you spice it up in different ways, and it's still a good life, but, you know, our job is to just be one of those spices, man. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. So it's like, it's true. It's cool. It's the coolest job in the world, bro.
Where'd you get your like the funk? Like, I feel like your music has funk in it.
So I mean, when I was growing up, dude, I was so like, go back to the CD thing, right? So I had to steal my sister.
Because you couldn't listen to your parents wouldn't let you.
My parents wouldn't listen to it, so all they listened to in the house is like funk music and like.
Oh
like
shit!
School, like Earth,
and then
Wind
they
Fire.
know how to play pianos and shit.
And,
so
yeah, so they're all like musically inclined to. I mean, well, not all of them. On my dad's side, everybody can play an instrument. Mm-hmm. But
what is that like? What is that in the Philippines? Because I've heard about that.
Everybody
like they like
no, it's a must. It's a requirement, dude.
Oh,
if you if you're in a Filipino household, and you know, obviously they're able to pay for you to have music lessons. You take music lessons, bro. It's like. It's just it's something that everybody does, like, out there. Like, you have to at least learn about it a little bit, because it's a different part of your mind. I feel like for them, they just know that it accesses a different part of your mind that if you start at a young age, it expands you. But the funny shit is, I never got to learn anything when I was younger, bro. I'm like the only one that didn't get to learn shit, bro. Like, I never.
So they didn't put that pressure on you, or what?
They didn't put the pressure on me. One, I don't even know if they. We were, like I was saying, like, we moved to, obviously we were in like more of like a white area, so like I don't know if that was, I don't even know if that played a factor at all, but like I feel like it could have, like, subconsciously they're like not gonna push it because we're not in the Philippines right now, like, you know what I mean?
People
like,
around them weren't doing it, so
like,
they're like, fuck it.
Yeah,
exactly. They're like, why the fuck are we gonna do this?
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you play basketball?
Yeah, exactly. And I did.
Be American.
And I did. I played sports. I did all that shit. Yeah. And I love sports too. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think it was still destiny, and I don't know. Like, we were talking about.
Do
like,
they
just
trip
with
out
choice.
like that? You make music, like you show your parents, and they're like, "This is fucking you." Like,
I'm Filipino, bro. You have no idea how long of time it was before they actually were like, oh, like, you're actually, you know what I mean? Like, it's working, you know what I mean? Like, it's like it's not like more of like oh, damn, when are you gonna go back to school?
He still gets that every day.
You know what I mean? Like, I still get that shit too. Like, even though they're like, oh man, how's the music going? It's good. So like, you probably could go back to nursing school if you wanted to do, you know, like
they said nursing school.
Yeah, I'm Filipino. Everybody's
what is that?
Medical field, nurses, bro. Like,
it's just something easy to go.
That's our biggest export, dog. It's I mean, I feel like it's a hard job, but it's like it's a guaranteed job. Yeah, it's a job that never is gonna go out.
That's true.
And it pays well enough to send money back to the Philippines. I mean, like, a lot of the Filipino economy is based on people from America sending money to the Philippines.
You know what I
mean?
always
Like,
trip out on?
Except for like, because people that are out there are mega fucking poor.
Okay.
And the people that are like well off there, super rich. There's a huge
Yeah.
fucking wealth gap. So all those people that are like in the middle and living, and those are people that are literally getting money from the U.S.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's the culture.
And
you
that's
know?
it's crazy that
Yeah.
you said that because I'm Mexican and it's the same shit. My dad's sending money to my
Western
uncles
Union.
in
Yeah, bro,
Mexico
yeah.
because he's helping them out
Yeah.
and all that.
It's the same because the money isn't the same value over there. You know what I mean? Like you can't make that type of money out there.
I
So,
heard once
yeah.
from a comedian, Joe Coy,
Mhm.
and he said that Filipinos and Mexicans are the same shit.
Literally,
And I was
think so.
tripping out when he broke it down because I
it's
had
100% like the same exact.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, because I had neighbors back then when I was living in Watsonville. They're Filipino too. One of my good friends is Filipino. He's
Yeah.
half Filipino, half Mexican.
Yeah.
And I tripped out. A lot of things that they did were just similar to us. Everything. I was the way that, dude. Yeah, Latin.
My mom's maiden last name is Ortiz.
See, that's what I'm
Ortiz.
saying. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, and then
Because
my-
the Spanish came to the Philippines, right?
Rodriguez is the most common last name in the Philippines.
No way.
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like so, it's because I mean, it's Spain. Been sex with our women.
Yeah.
and
Pretty
you know,
much.
and then basically, it's a really similar culture. So,
Yeah.
like the way I don't know, it's a trip to like as far as I mean, even just like music, a love for music, a love
Yeah.
for family gatherings.
What's up
like,
with breakdancing? I feel like that's in Latin
Bro.
and Philippines.
Yeah,
Is
they
it?
fucking.
My
yeah,
dad, he wanted to come to U.S. to have his own.
they love dance.
Breakdancing crew?
Well, he was breakdancing when he was younger.
love
Like he
dance.
always breakdanced. That was
Bro.
the most relatable. He wanted me to do that, but I'm shy as fuck.
That's another thing that we both have in
I-
common though is like just dance in general. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
like the Philippines is always known for like a lot of like good like athletic fucking dancers. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, man,
And-
it's very there's a lot of similarities, bro.
I trip out on that a lot.
I think most of the similarities rely on like the family culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like as far as like matriarchy.
Well, you guys
know
have quintas too, fit teens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No, for real?
What was it called?
It's quinta too.
It's a quinta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah?
have
Yeah,
similar.
they have-
They
yeah.
have similar traditions.
telling you, bro.
That's tight.
They have similar traditions, bro.
What about menudo?
menudo?
Nah, not similar.
No, I don't have menudo. Though. But they have.
I was hoping there was like a
they
different
have,
style of
fuck, I forgot
menudo.
what it's called. It's like cow's blood, though. I think it's I don't know if it's ninigawan or something, but it's basically cow's blood soup.
Mhm.
So it's I mean it's similar, but it's
Similar,
a dark.
yeah.
It's a lot darker of a color. It's more intimidating.
And do you speak Philippine
a
too?
little bit, but not like well.
It's okay. I don't speak that much
yeah,
Spanish,
bro,
so.
like, yeah, I
That-
was trying to do. I don't know if you saw. I was doing like Tagalog word of the day, like during
Yeah.
those times. Like I was actually.
that's right. You
I was-
were doing
I was
that.
actually learning that word that fucking day, and like I
So
was like,
break it down because Roland doesn't know what we're talking about.
Tagalog. Tagalog
Yeah.
is like a dialect of the Philippines. There's
And
like
he'll
literally
do-
1,000 languages out there, but it's the most common language.
yeah.
And he'll do word of the day, like he'll
Yeah.
like eggs, and then he'll say in the like.
and like try to translate it and shit
Yeah.
like that. I was
I was
getting-
actually learning.
Yeah,
dude.
I was
Like,
getting all
was
my
like-
words from my mom, either my mom, my cousin, or the internet.
Uh-huh.
And the internet, every time I got one from the internet, roasted.
Yeah?
we don't
Really?
use that shit. Yeah, because like in the Philippines, they like everybody speaks English, bro. So
Oh, bro?
everything that people speak, it's like Taglish. You know what I mean? Like there's always like a little bit of English, a little bit of. It's all mixed up all the time.
It's the
you
same
know?
as Spanish
Yeah.
because if you think about it, like
Yeah, so there'll be like all that other old words, like people don't fucking use those
Yeah.
words. So it's like,
yeah. So you know how like when we actually learn Spanish, we're like, dude, none of these. I don't say this for fucking pencil.
Yeah.
Like,
we know most of
you
the
just
slang.
say pencil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lapis or something.
Yeah.
And then like fork and like I don't know. There's different ones.
You're
where I'm-
learning Spanish. You're like, this is not fucking Spanish.
Yeah,
I don't know any of these words.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, my parents don't use any. I remember having Spanish homework and showing my mom, she's like, we don't say it like that. And I was like,
Just confused.
and the Spanish teacher's a white guy, so like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's white Spanish. Yeah.
I just remember him just be like, tenedor.
Yeah.
And like every
It's
time
that travel
he'd
Spanish.
point at me all the time. I'm
Yeah.
like, fool, what the fuck? Like, I don't know shit too, bro.
Yeah.
And that's
I
where.
also, I also took Spanish classes when I was growing up. I know more Spanish than I know Tagalog.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, my wife is from is Mexican. She's from.
I was gonna ask you that
yeah,
later on, but
she's from Sinaloa.
yeah, you're married.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a married man. Yeah.
Dude, trip out. I don't know if you remember, but I seen you at fucking Zay's party.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I seen, dude. I was so fucking like, I was like, oh, that's him.
Zay, for her birthday party.
Birthday party.
Oh shit.
You
Okay.
performed.
Yeah.
I got some
Remember
like
that.
pictures and like
That was
videos
fun.
too.
No shit. Okay.
But I remember seeing him. I was like, I told my girl, I was like, hey, should I hit him up and tell him to be on the podcast? And then she's like, go for it. And I was like, nah, I don't think. I was like, right now is probably not the time. Like, he's gonna perform and like all this and like, but I seen him perform and you're dope. Like,
thank you, bro.
Seeing you live, I was like,
Thank you,
yo,
man.
like, you just have this certain energy, the same energy you're putting off right now. Like,
Appreciate
it's
that,
just,
man.
it's just fun.
I appreciate
you know?
that, dude. I mean, I try to enjoy my experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Like any experience, if even if it's supposed to be a shitty experience, like I try to like, I don't know, I just try to always put the flip side on it and make it like
A good time.
a good time because you know, in the words of the great Drake, we're here,
Dude, I was just
for a good time.
Dude, I was just thinking that
I was trying to do the whole thing all the way
Dude.
through. I couldn't do it.
Oh, man. But it's funny because I was gonna say it, but then I was like, nah. And then he's like, when the words of Drake, I was like, oh, he's gonna say it now. I should have just said it. Fuck.
No, but like, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I
Yeah.
really try to just put out good energy because it's what I would want if I was to walk in. It's just the golden rule. That's how I'd want
Well,
somebody
see-
to greet me. So yeah.
Yeah. Now that I know you, I could have just hit you up and you would have been like, yo, what? Yeah, I'm
But
down.
I understand that feeling though. Too,
Yeah.
Where it's like, fuck, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause you don't know this person and you don't know what they're gonna say. But like, I feel like in your position,
Just do
podcast shit. Fuck it, shoot the shot, and if you miss, just shoot it again. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's a difference between being persistent and being like pushy. You don't give off a vibe of being like somebody pushy. To me, pushy is like somebody who's forcing somebody.
Dude,
I
never want to be
similar-
that guy.
I'll tell you. You
want another one?
Yeah. No.
I was like, are you still sipping?
I'm
Okay.
a slow sipper.
I'm horrible, bro. That,
I
I already spilled some on the shirt too. And I was like, fuck. He just gave me the shirt and I already
Auto-
spilled
That's
some.
why I'm
All the way
saving
lit.
it. I'm gonna.
All
I
the
want,
way lit.
I want to wear it, you know,
Yeah,
like during
my
the
God,
pod,
out
or,
here-
you know.
out here
If
flexing.
you don't know, this is Pretty Pape's fucking
Actually,
merch.
you guys don't know James?
Yeah.
So his company printed those.
Oh no way.
Shout out Smiley Face Printing, man. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's
Family
sick.
shit,
Shout
bro.
out to Noah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to
I
James.
definitely want to get him on the podcast.
Yeah,
I met
bro.
him a while back when I met Sanity and Dan Ganja.
Okay. Yeah, man. Actually, I can let you know that he's a good person, bro.
Yeah, he seems like it.
He's got really good conversation.
I feel-
He's definitely something where you all gonna take mushrooms and have
Dude, that night,
4-hour
hey,
pod.
Did you
Just
see?
talk like,
hey,
just you'll be like this, just the stars, the mic hanging over your heads.
I swear to God, bro, I seen Noah James take a fucking fistful of fucking mushrooms
he's
at
a
that
beast.
show.
Oh, he's a beast, yeah.
Dude, he just like literally, cause in the corner,
Yo, I'll tell you something so funny about that show. Oh my
in the
God.
corner, they're selling like weed and like shrooms. Like
Oh,
they
yeah?
had like a chocolate fountain, right, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I remember Noah just got there. He barely got there, and he goes to the side. You know, I'm seeing, talking game. Next thing you know, he puts his hand in the mushroom bag, just eats it, and then he's performing, and he says it too. He's like, "I think the shrooms are hitting me." He just fucking starts going in like hard, bro.
So I'll tell you. So our shit, the way our set went, obviously he was the set that was right after mine, right? So like, I had like gotten off, and I was like, "Oh, thank you so much," and then like, I don't know, I was all hype and shit like that too. I was like, I slapped his hand, and then like I went like close to him, and he like whispered in my ear. He was like, "Man, I'm fucking melting right now."
Dude, he's just feeling it.
I handed him the mic, and that was so
Oh
fucking
man, that's hilarious.
So I know he
dude.
was in a whole
I'm
different
telling
world.
you, bro,
He was like,
I
he walked-
seen
he
him.
went on the stage, he was in a different world. Like, we were probably all aliens or some shit, or like something
I'm
wild.
telling you, bro. I
Yeah.
seen him get a handful.
Yeah,
and
I
I was
know.
like, this guy is
Man's a
crazy.
beast,
Like,
bro.
how is he gonna do a handful
Yeah.
before he performs?
Yeah,
You know,
I see him do big ass dabs, like motherfucking like
savage.
like them glob look like a damn gram of wax. That
Yeah.
type dabs all day. Yeah, that motherfucker's a beast.
That's insane,
Yeah,
bro.
I can't do that.
Nah, dude.
I'm a light smoker. I'm a light drinker. I'm a moderate boy.
Yeah. Hey,
I always
That's
keep it
the way it
moderate. In my
happens, man.
younger days, I would just black out every time. That's why, like now, I'm like.
that's
chill.
why, dude.
Yeah.
Why do you think I told you I was
Yeah.
doing hell blow at the time?
Yeah, bro, that's the thing.
I would drink hella hard.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't smoking at the time. So now that I'm balancing smoking and drinking, I like it a little better. Like I can level out, smoke, boom, boom, boom. It feels good. But
they're like really true though when they say everything in moderation. Like it's actually enjoyable in moderation because you can like coherently feel things.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
when I was doing coke, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'll be numb.
Yeah.
Like when I smoke and drink, it's like a different where I'm like, I'm chilling, I'm vibing, I'm a little buzzed, but it's good.
I had a little bender phase where I was doing that for a little bit, but like, fuck, bro. Like it was something that was just like it was not the drug for me. I don't know. It made me weird.
Yeah,
like it
no,
made me, I don't know.
definitely.
It made me think too. I'm already an overthinker as is, so it just kind of like hyped my thoughts.
Yeah.
A little like too much.
Yeah.
And then I mean, shit. I had like a little Adderall phase too, and like a little Xanax phase when I was growing up, and like, bro, yeah, same shit. Like cool drugs, but like of course Xanax just like erases your thoughts, but like some Addies or some shit like. The self sabotage off that shit is insane,
Oh,
bro. Like,
damn,
the
talk
fucking
about it.
self sabotage from just drugs like that is like crazy, bro. You will literally talk yourself out of so many things that you're like completely capable of. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. Yeah.
Is that how
like,
you
that's-
feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off
Yeah,
of
you
what,
can,
like
like-
Adderall or?
Yeah.
No, like coke and shit. Coke
Yeah, you can literally, it's
like,
a trip because it's like all of a sudden there's like two U's and like they're just fucking talking to each
Well-
other and it's like, I don't know, that's my usual experience with that shit, and that's why like before I loved it and then I grew to like realize a lot of like things that I wasn't getting after as hard as I should be was stemmed from
because of that.
not even like just the drugs, but just like having a crutch. You know what I'm saying? Like any type of crutch. Like this is a crutch right now. Something that you need
In order to be.
in order
good
to
a
be,
performer.
in order to just be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
need this to be. Like no, I'm already me. I'm already great by myself. I don't need it. You know what I mean? You don't need anything in real life. Like you know, so it's like, yeah, I don't know. I've been just slowly trying to eliminate crutches.
Yeah.
In my life. And, yeah.
But one thing too, if that's you, that's you. You know, like at the end of the day.
yeah.
Because like, I trip out hard on Dave Chappelle
Yeah.
when he smokes like cigarettes on stage and he's just
yeah.
like that motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't really give like he's just
Yeah.
so
There's
fucking
that side
in the
of it
zone.
too. Yeah.
But like he doesn't care because he's like that's me. Like I smoke cigarettes. I smoke. I don't even know if he smokes weed anymore. Does he? Like probably here and there.
I don't know.
Yeah. But like I started realizing like if that's you, you know, just
Yeah.
let it
Yeah.
be. You know,
yeah.
like.
Exactly.
But if
exactly.
it is harming you and others,
Yeah. It's
Definitely
like,
drop
and
it.
I'm just, it's like more like, I don't know, when I started getting older, I started being able to analyze myself a little bit more compared to when I was younger. I wasn't really analyzing myself at all. I was just moving and going. You know what I mean? Like, that's really how it is. And I feel like.
and you're so
once
focused on your
once
dream
you hit
too.
that like 27, you start to like reflect on like yourself as a person. You're like, okay, like, let me modify some things so I can perform better.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's like making kinks in like a fucking engine or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you just you're souping it up to become who you're destined to be. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude. That's kind of like what you do with your singing, because he does like a lot of vocal exercises.
Yeah.
Because I gotta show you his music.
Okay.
'cause
Yeah.
he's being really humble right now.
Yeah.
But like
I'm gonna have to jam out to your shit, man.
Yeah.
No, it was good. I took too much shrooms.
Oh my god.
I usually
He's
to work
just
too-
like trying.
Usually to work out.
What does
take
this
some
look like?
I'll take
Oh
What
some
my
does
God.
it look like? With the fucking yellow
How many
light?
hands
You
do
look
I have
cool?
up?
No, it's not even like that. It's just like
Oh,
No, I know that zone. though.
everything is bright and
I know that
everything's
zone.
like, oh shit, like
I know
pay
that zone. I
attention.
love that zone.
Pay attention or else you're gonna lose it.
Oh my god, bro.
But I'm good, dude. When I was working out and shit, I usually take some shrooms and shit. I
Yeah.
get in the zone, but it lingered.
What's you guys' thoughts on microdosing? Because I was thinking about starting microdosing.
Microdosing, I think, is really healthy
Yeah.
because it repairs your brain. It helps with anxiety.
Get it in capsules though.
Or if you have a scale, like you could just
Yeah.
weigh out like half a gram.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I
Don't.
just bit the thing today. I was like,
Yeah.
Okay.
But he might have took a
Yeah.
gram.
But that could have been like a gram, but it's still a microdose. It's still a microdose if you're not taking a fucking eighth.
No,
Shit to
yeah.
the head,
As
you
long
know?
as
no, but
like,
there are times when I don't feel like this. Where I'm like, oh shit, right now, like even.
I'm starting to feel it. It feels
Other
good, though.
times it's just like my body,
Your body and
just like my body, and I feel like, whoa shit, like a little like
That's what I'm saying.
It's the lights on
Like if you just take like a little bit of this, you'd be chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is an eighth. Obviously, if you just take like a little cap, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. If you want some, like,
I would love to, but I got that drive back. I want to be like,
hey, you could
going
be
like 15 miles an hour on the
Hey, you
91.
never- just in the zone.
There, bro.
man.
Fuck that.
But I have questions right here
Yeah,
too.
get down.
But going back to your microdosing, I definitely recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Okay.
if you know anybody that sells it, definitely have it. I love microdosing because I have bad anxiety, and depression kicks in. I feel like as we get older.
Yeah.
And I feel like that relieves it because you start realizing and analyzing everything better. We're like, okay, like why am I upset about this? You start pinpointing like. When you start feeling like the high, you can like sit down and like kind of meditate with it. We start opening up files and just start cracking down to like how you feel.
I mean, I ain't never been to a doctor, but I feel like I definitely have not a super high level anxiety, but I definitely have certain anxiety when it comes to like the things I'm passionate about. And I mean, I feel like that's just natural.
I feel like everyone does now at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that, and then I know for a fact I have some form of like fucking ADD or ADHD or something, man, because I'm like super like, I don't know, man, I'm weird, homie. Like,
I feel it though, because I'm the same way. Like I'll be
just
podcasting,
rearranging shit for no reason. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
my bad problem. Like I know I have it because I'll be doing multiple things at once. Where it's just like,
Same.
what are you doing? Like
Same.
I'm trying to edit the video, but then I start playing video games, and then I start like, oh wait, I gotta post. I'm like trying to do all these things at once, and then I don't do any of it.
Yeah.
I drop it all.
You get lost, bro. You get lost.
100%, not one thing. 100%.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I hate being that jack of all
it's
trades.
like, it's like the mind though too. Like I feel like a lot last year I was doing that a lot, where it was like, fuck, I would kind of like
Not focus
But
on
I've
one
been
thing.
trying to learn how to compartmentalize. I mean, I'm not perfect, but compartmentalizing my time as far as like literally not spending any more or any less time on one thing. Like, okay, like say I'm gonna write a song. Like I'm gonna try to write this for 60 minutes. And if it doesn't, I'm not done in 60 minutes, I'm not gonna sit here and like force it out. I'm gonna just go to the next thing I gotta do. And it's like even if you're not finishing things, I'm like incrementally chipping away at everything you gotta do. So it's like
That's good too.
it's cool, but like it's still like you still get that same feeling though that you're doing a bunch of shit, especially like fuck, you take a nap on accident or some shit. Now you're all the way behind schedule. Like, oh, fuck. Like that's kind of like how my life is, bro. It's like, that's a trip.
That's crazy because now that you mention music, I've thought about how you're constantly on the roll. Like once you drop a song, you already like, I don't know, let's say like even 3 weeks, you drop another one. Like what keeps you going on that and like your thought process on that?
I mean, for me, it's just like it's consistency. You're keeping up the connection with the people that enjoy your stuff. You know what I mean? Like even if they're not connecting with every single song and not this, that, it's like you're at least every time you're showing that you're working. You know what I mean? Like you're showing your
And it's
ability.
good to show that.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like there's different
It's
ways
kinda like what
too.
you said.
For me, because it's like for me, like really as an artist, I'm not no big budget artist. I'm not signed to no label, nothing. Like as an artist, to keep relevancy, because I don't have like as much funding to keep pushing my shit, I have to be more active. You know what I'm saying? I have to replace my lack of certain resources at the moment with productivity. You understand? So it's like, and then as time goes on, people could see how productive you are and they want to invest their time in you. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then you get it back. You do get it back. You get it back every time. So it's like, for now, I'm back on this single run. I want to drop a song for Christmas. I don't know. But like most
Like
people,
a Christmas song or?
Yeah. It's like my thing. I
Hey,
like doing
do
that shit
it,
every
bro.
year,
I've always
fun.
said it.
I love that shit.
One way to hack the system is do it themed off the fucking event. So if it's Halloween, do a Halloween song. If it's fucking Thanksgiving, do a Thanksgiving song. Christmas, dude, you hack it, especially with TikTok going on.
It's a super
If
hack.
it starts trending, then
It's a super hack.
dude, I have a video where I just simply do I love you little dance to my girl. And I didn't think nothing of it, bro.
Yeah.
I literally sent it to my girl and I was like, should I post this? I'm in a Ted costume.
Yeah.
And I posted it. I just put it to the side. I checked back, bro. It's like 1 million right now. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. See, it's shit like that though. That's
Yeah.
like you really don't know, because like it's the same shit with like booming. Like I didn't know that was gonna be the song
Booming.
that gets picked up because we did a bunch of, like I was saying, I went on a roll, did a bunch of songs after that. I put out probably like 8 more songs after I put out that song, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, you go back, oh, you know. So it's like it is better to just shoot shots, and then it's also better for me, like mentally, to not hold on to a bunch of songs. Like I like to just release them because that's where they belong. They don't belong on my computer for nobody to be fucking heard. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna. Yeah,
Thank you, because I always tell people
whether they want it or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold on. I don't want it. I don't want to hold on to it, bro. Like,
I'm telling you, bro. I used to tell people all the time because I pushed out all my music.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter what it was, how I felt. I just put it out because I was like, maybe someone can relate to it. Like whatever I was feeling in that moment, maybe someone's gonna listen to it and be like, damn, this is some deep shit. And that can be their only jam. They don't like the fucking main one that's popping.
You only need one.
Mm-hmm.
You only need one, bro. Like, honestly, go name any, like, big artist right now, you know what I'm saying? And, like, and then name more. And then, like, after you name that big artist, name, like, 6 of their songs.
Yeah.
Try it.
Unless it's fucking...
You're going to get to, like, one.
Either that or Snoop.
You're going to get to, like, 3, though. I mean, you're going to get to, like, 3 for the most part that, like, stick out in your head. And then by the time you're after 3, you're going to start thinking, like, fuck, what was that one?
That's it.
What's that one? And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like, we all have, I feel like music and art and everything is moments, dude. Like, to me, like, if you have, say, like, okay, I'll put it like this. During, like, the pandemic, what was the biggest song during the pandemic? Go. What do you think it was?
Honestly, I can't remember.
I can't even recall either.
I suck
It has to be a Drake song. Was it a Drake song?
No, exactly. You don't remember.
Oh, because no one
There's
fucking
no
posted.
fucking moments, dog. We weren't out. We weren't doing anything.
That's true.
Dude.
Yeah.
Damn,
We weren't fucking doing anything.
Hey,
So
I honestly
much-
thought he was gonna be like, see,
Yeah.
like he was
So
gonna
much-
say a song, but that
no.
makes more sense.
So many so many artists put out so much fucking music during the pandemic shit too.
True.
A lot of people like, I mean, some people like will remember like some shit like WAP or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was a dance.
Yeah.
Because you got to go do something for
And then
it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like it's like
yeah.
you have to like, I don't know, as far as like your art, like if you're pushing out your art, like say you're pushing out your podcast too, like they have to be a part of it too, or else it's like, what is it? You know what I mean? It's just yours. You know, like it's again, it's like you have to share your art, but like literally, word for word, share it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. So.
And is that what you think about when you make a song? Because some of your songs, like
I want it to
the
be,
one that you did with Zay, is like really funky.
Yeah.
Like it has like a, you can dance to it, and in the video too, you guys are dancing.
I want it to just be in like I mean all my songs. I want them to just be fun to listen to, and like enjoy yourself while you listen to it, and you know you go about your day after. Like that's, but that's the energy I want to put out into the world, and that's just what I put into my music, and I just hope that it translates every time. You know what I mean? Like that's really well, that's what we do. You know what I mean? Like that's what we do just as humans. You know what I mean? Like we all. I mean, it's funny too how people always say, "Oh man, you know, change the world, this, that." Like everybody changes the world just a little bit every day. It's the butterfly effect. You know what I mean? It's not that things change so fucking fast. It's all incremental change. You know, so
That makes a lot of sense. That's a
bro.
fucking deep quote.
Yeah,
Quote
bro.
that.
Yeah, incremental shit, bro. Like that's like the way to fucking win in life too. Is just that incremental shit. Just those little things you do every day, bro. It's not like the fucking.
Keep it consistent.
Yeah, bro. Like just keep it consistent.
What got you into boxing?
Oh,
Because
shit,
I see you hitting the bag.
I'm not even a boxer like that.
Nah?
I was just getting out some anger on me. But I've been posting videos and just trying to ask like people like pointers and shit. I don't really know too much.
Hey,
Other than
Hey, that's why they call me box.
Everybody telling me my feet. My feet are too
I'll
wide.
show you. I'll show you after.
Okay, yeah. Let me know.
Yeah.
I want to see.
And then the reason why
my feet are too like, I'm flat-footed though, so it's like my stance. I can't like bounce as easily. So that's why it doesn't.
Yeah,
that's
don't
why,
let
like,
that hold you back.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
But
because excuses are everything. You
that's
know,
true.
like you're just gonna use that. Oh, I can't do. But
Yeah.
like once you get in that arc,
Yeah.
if you can do that tippy toe, bro, that's what makes that whole movement. I'll show you everything right now.
The tippy toe. Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
the main thing is you're supposed to pivot. So like, I don't know how to explain it without like getting up. Like baseball. Did you play baseball?
No.
No? Well, baseball, you pivot when you swing, right? So that's how you're supposed to move with that. You pivot everything with your hips. That's where the power comes from. It's all in the hips.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, when my dad kind of taught me like some things when I was growing up, it's all like, he always told me like, all your punches come like from the hip. So
Yeah, see?
I know for me, it's in my feet.
I didn't even notice that.
My feet and my legs are my weakness because like I know my legs are just weak in general. They're not super strong. I never was like a fan of running. Never a fan of cardio shit. I'm like the guy at the gym who's just trying to do bench press and shit and like not do legs.
You look pretty big though. You look good.
Thank
you look
you,
good.
bro. Appreciate
and healthy.
it. I've been going to the gym consistently for the past 3 weeks. I'm trying to make it to a month.
And then, the reason why because I seen your post, you said that you hurt your wrist, right?
Yeah, I hurt my wrist.
So
Fucking
when
bust.
you
I didn't even notice it until like after the fact, I walked away. I was like, God damn, this shit's sore as fuck. And I looked at it. I was like, damn, it's just swollen as hell. I was like, bro,
he posted a video like saying like letting it all out or something. And then he's like, I heard my wrist for you guys on this video. And then I thought about it, I was like, why did he hurt his wrist? I'm like, so
break
that's
it
what
down.
I was gonna tell you. So when you hit the bag, make sure to snap it like a whip.
Okay.
Don't punch through it. So like one thing my coach always told me, if the bag's going back and forth, you're hitting the bag wrong. You're supposed to snap it, boom, boom. It's supposed to be like just constant combos, pa 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 pa. You know,
like a flick.
Yeah, just snap into it. Just snap into it. Yeah.
Like a flick. All right.
Yeah. So when you hit the bag, once you make that
'Cause
contact,
I
boom.
definitely punched through that bitch.
Yeah.
I definitely.
I did the same thing.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
I did the
Someone's
same shit
working out
before.
like, what the fuck?
I'll do the dishes later.
Just let everything out.
That's literally what I be doing.
did my best. I did my best.
My fucking best. That's literally what's going on in my head.
Oh my
every time I hit
God.
that bag.
So yeah, just snap into it,
Okay,
bro.
a little snap and pull away though too.
Yeah, so like I said, like
So,
if this
pull-
is me
'cause
hitting
if
it,
I'm going straight through it, I'm
so
fucking hurting myself.
if you go through it, this is what happens. So I'm snapping going like that. When you go through it, you're going like that. Because you're like pushing. You're trying to push through it. And then also your fucking shoulder will fuck up. Because that's happened to me too. While I'm trying to push through it, I did a bad hook on my left shoulder. And this shit pops every time I get the fucking.
Yeah.
So when I went, I was trying to push through it, but he caught it. And that pushed my shoulder. Like it fucked it up. Yeah.
Okay.
So like never push
So
through,
don't
just
push
snap.
through, snap back, pull back from the bag,
And be light on your feet.
and light on the feet. Yeah. Okay.
Always fucking twist with it, and
I
that's
see
it.
these new videos like, damn, bro.
Make sure to shout us out, though.
That's fast, dog.
Learn from annoying neighbors.
You know what I'm saying?
Start
Damn,
fucking doing
bro.
some Mike Tyson shit right there, ripping up the bag.
Start booking fights.
Damn.
Just getting beat up. $300. You know what I mean?
So what got you into breakdancing too? So
Shit.
we
No,
talk.
I don't really break dance like
But
that.
I see you pop locking on the
I was
videos and
popping
shit.
Dude, so I mean, obviously like when I was growing up, my sister's now ex-boyfriend, he was really into that shit. He kind of showed me the world of popping locking. And then my cousin Tim is a good dancer too, so we would go to like, you know, I mean before it was like school dances and shit. We would, you know, or like the school dances where like it's all the schools can go type shit. We would just try to dance in the circles. Nothing crazy lit like that. But I did perform at my high school homecoming halftime show.
Oh shit, for real?
I was like, I had this little part. They had this fucking like Alice in Wonderland set up. It was like a bunch of like, it was like cheerleader dance team, different shit. And I had this little part. Fucking, this is a funny story actually. So I'm like hiding. Basically, I'm hiding behind this like stage prop. It's like a wooden board. I think it's like a mushroom or something like that, which is funny. It's like full circle right now. But yeah, so
That's
like
exactly what I was
I'm
thinking,
waiting for
bro.
my part to come, and it was Sierra Lose Control.
Oh,
Sierra Lose
shit.
Control.
Music
And then once
made
I hear
me
that,
lose control.
Yeah, let's go. Like once the transition happens and you hear the I pop out the fucking thing.
That's fucking hard.
I had like 20 seconds of popping locking.
Oh man, the crowd was probably going crazy.
The shorties were going crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not even no cap. The ladies was going nuts.
Yeah.
And you know
Dude, that's the fucking best
that's when
song
I
to
knew I
fucking
was
pop lock
That's when I knew
to.
I was beautiful too. I was like, damn, just popped out that bitch like a flower.
Hey.
Just fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like a fucking like top hat on. Some shit.
That's fucking sick,
Yo,
bro.
man, I wish I could find the bro.
Someone recorded that, right?
They did. There's definitely a video of it on YouTube somewhere. And also, when they fucking they printed like the local newspaper. It was like the damn suburban Aliso Viejo newspaper. It's like Aliso Miguel has a homecoming dance, and it's like me. Like mid pop lock,
the face and everything.
Yeah, just
that's sick, bro.
Yeah, and that was my first taste of stardom, and I was like, I fucking need that.
Yeah. So is that what makes you like so comfortable on stage? Because when you're on stage, like you're just vibing.
I don't know, really. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like my parents always told me before that I would always like. I don't know. That's a funny thing, and like, I don't know if you've seen like Joe Coyers and shit like that.
Yeah.
Too, where he like, this is Filipino culture to be like, you have like a talent, your child has a talent, and now all your family's over. So it's like, hey, come over here, come sing that song real quick. You know, like,
it's just part of the entertainment.
Oh, do the dance you do. You know, oh, come on, just for once, for your tita, come on. And then like literally like the children just become the entertainment.
Yeah.
So like I would do like I would just do my little
routine.
I would do my little dances.
So do you think that's what kind of made you comfortable to be on stage and be like that? Because
I still don't know though too, because I mean like even like my first show I was hella nervous too, but then I feel like when I came out like once I got out there, like I kind of like, not that you like black out, I feel like you would know how it is too. It's like, it's not that you black out, but it's like it's a spiritual experience.
Something just takes over.
Something takes over because it's me, but it's not me. It's like I'm on fucking autopilot, but it's like this is performer autopilot, like. And it's like, okay, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I of course, like, kind of went in my head, like, what I wanted it to be, like, what I wanted to say. But, like, I didn't rehearse nothing, like all, like, the stuff you say in between, like, word for word. You don't rehearse, like, the energy that you have. And it depends on the people in the room. It's like, if the people in the room are into it, like, it fucking elevates the fuck out of you, bro. If they're not into it, you're like... It's like pulling a fucking dead body, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for real, bro. Like so
once the song stops, you're like, oh,
yeah,
fuck,
bro.
right.
Like, so I've felt both feelings. Don't get it fucked up. Like I've had shows where it's like, you know, crickets. I've had shows where it's like fucking lit. Like, but
do you
I
think
know what
the ones that are like crickets?
I keep that same fucking energy every time, either
Yeah.
way. And the crickets, not necessarily because they didn't like it. Maybe they didn't understand it.
Maybe they liked it, but they're just kind of like,
The shows that always, it's like kind of like it's hard to get people to like get pumped up, even though like I know that they're listening. It's like the fucking like the cannabis, like weed events.
Oh, because
like,
they're just
but
lit,
you can tell, you know they're vibing because
you
see a motherfucker like eyes closed, you be like, making faces and shit. You know what I mean? Like, so
hey, you know they're lit if you see someone in the background just munching out.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, so there's different. I mean, and then also as a performer, like, you don't always have to be like, it doesn't always have to be a stadium concert. Sometimes, like, it depends. Sometimes you're fucking ambiance music. Sometimes you're just. You know what I mean? Like there's.
I've had fun like at intimate little.
Yeah,
like, small
sometimes
events.
it's a small like I feel like those are so much more fun and like less stressful, bro. And then like everybody after you're done, you're all just hanging out in a bar. Like it's like, you know what I mean? Like we're all friends now. It's always the best, bro. I love that energy.
I always trip out on him because
I live for that shit.
This fool is like literally blind. So I'm like thinking to myself,
are you blind? Like,
no, I wear contacts.
He wears, but like his fucking glasses are so thick.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, if he's on stage and he's like he can't really see, I wonder if like that helps him block off the crowd. Because I'm telling you, whenever I try to perform, because I've performed too.
Yeah.
And I always had like bad anxiety, but then I was also on drugs and shit, so that might have enhanced it.
Yeah.
But yeah, every time I see him go on stage in front of a bunch of people, I'm like, how does he do it? Because if that was me, I'll be shitting bricks. Yeah. Like I wouldn't be able to focus. Like you'd be saying jokes like, I miss my daughter's fucking birth for this shit to see you guys. And then it's like, it's just a joke, but like he knows how to say things in between to keep them like laughing.
Because we're an entertainer.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I mean, you make music too, but it's like not just a musician. You have to be an entertainer.
And that's what
for people to enjoy your shit. You know what I mean? Like
the more you do it, the more you pick it up too.
That's what it is. It's all repetition. It's all repetition too.
I guess I'm scared to like. He always tries to crack at me too, but like.
Bro, you can do it. You can do it.
Not
like literally, it's crazy.
Yeah, tell him.
Like anybody can fucking
shit.
do it. Dog, if my ass can fucking do just, you know what I mean? Like anybody can
But see,
do that.
going back to how you said about like you being in front of like people when you're a young age.
Yeah.
Dude, I was always the one that was like behind the door, like peeking. I did not want to be seen. Like I remember this vivid moment where I went to a wedding with my parents and I put a fucking sweater on top of my head because I didn't want people looking at me.
Oh shit.
And my parents left the wedding because
super introvert,
yeah,
dog.
dude.
Damn.
But I don't know what it is
the
though.
mushroom
Like,
before the sprout.
but like I like cracking through it. Like I'm living out here, like, you know, I'm living with my brother, but, you know, I'm out here solo dolo at the end of the day, meeting people. And it's trippy cracking down into that because I feel like it's also helping me break that little thing. But one thing I want to
barrier, yeah. It's definitely a barrier, but
I want to conquer the stage thing, though. That's the main thing I want to conquer.
It's I mean, for me, I was making music for like probably like 2 years before I even got like a show booked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody wanted to book, like, because I was, what the fuck? I never seen you live. Why would you book me?
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, who the fuck are you?
Exactly,
What the fuck? You know what I mean? So it's like, but like once, like he's saying, it's repetition though. It's like,
my first show, I didn't even face the crowd.
Yeah.
Like I had a sweater, I put the hoodie over on me, and I
you were just yelling.
I was like, my back was to them the whole show.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I mean, my first show, I definitely wore shades, so I didn't have to look at anybody. And
Dude,
I
wore shades all the time. See,
I
I hid behind all my homies because I had like 6 other people behind me.
Yeah.
So like all my homies would be jumping up, and like getting hypey, and then I'm out
a lot
here.
of rappers still do.
I just imagine you in
a
the
lot of
back.
rappers still do that shit.
They're like, who the fuck is rapping? Who's rapping? I'm just like,
don't look at me.
sitting down.
Don't look at me. Just listen to this verse.
Good thing it was only 8 bars, you know. Like, we did not see him. He didn't show up today. Hey, but now that I think about it, your music reminds me of like some hyphy shit. Have you ever heard like P-Lo and all them?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Sue.
When I was in high school, the fucking album that took over my high school was E40's My Ghetto.
Dude,
that album took over the world. That whole album took over the world in like 2008, 2009, and that was like my glory years. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like.
And you have a lot of that sound. That's why I trip out.
I love.
Have you been up north?
I've been there a few times.
Yeah.
I mean, I have some cousins that live up there now. But every time I go there though, it does feel like home. Dude, even though I'm not from there, because
I was about to say
there's so many fucking Filipinos.
I was about to say that.
There's like just hella Filipinos, more than I've ever seen like anywhere else.
Yeah.
They're in like San Fran, like Oakland, and like San Jose, dude. Yeah. San Jose got a lot of Filipinos and just a lot of Asians in general. So it's like it makes me feel a little more like I feel more like at home.
Yeah.
Type shit, you know.
Yeah, dude. I can only imagine how it felt. That's how. I mean, in my town, there's a lot of like Mexicans and all that, but I'm Mexican.
Santa Cruz?
Yeah, Watsonville.
Okay.
So it's like Santa Cruz County.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't know where Watsonville is, so I just say fucking.
Okay.
Yeah. But so I always feel like I didn't fit in because I wasn't like talking Spanish, and all the kids were like. So I always felt like, and then the white kids, I'm colored, so like. Yeah. I just never fit in with anybody. Yeah. That's why I made my own group and did my own thing.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I feel like that's the artist experience in a lot of places where it's like you just don't feel like you fit in. Yeah. It's because, and I feel like it's not that we don't fit in, like, because, like, fitting in, obviously, I feel like fitting in, like, takes effort. Like all those other people that are fitting in, they're also, like, putting in some type of effort to be a part of the group. You know what I mean? But, like, the whatever's in our soul that's telling us we don't really fit in that, it's just protecting us from being a part of something that makes us lose ourselves. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, like, it's really just like a voice in your head telling you that
his roommate, that he ended up living with out here, he would always say that growing up. He's like, dude, you were part of the popular group. I was like,
to you?
Yeah, I was like, no, I wasn't. But like,
you think about it, though, it's like maybe you were, but it's like you didn't feel like you were.
Yeah, because to me, in a sense, like what he's trying to say is that like I left them to like go a part of the weird group who does music because that's like where I felt more like, hey, this is like.
It felt like you were yourself.
I never felt like, oh, I left the popular group for this. I just thought like, dude, like I always thought this was cool, and it's like, oh shit.
Our energy fucking guides us, bro. I'm telling you, like our energy and our like instincts guide us to where we're supposed to be, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's how I feel about this podcast because I feel like me doing this, dude, it sounds weird, but growing up as a kid, I always felt like I can't be a normal person. Like I always told myself I need to be different and like I want to be kind of like an entertainer, you know, like just be out there.
I think it stems from the fact that we also we want to be like remembered. I don't know if you guys like feel that. I don't even know where the fuck that feeling comes from, but like
but if you think about it,
you don't want to be forgotten. I don't know. I don't know if that's like something that's psychological with like, you know, like.
I could probably be attached to because I feel like. Not so much like forgotten, but like proud. Like I want to make like
be proud of
proud.
Yeah,
I want
to
be proud of your life.
Yeah, be proud of your
legacy, man.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
like I want to leave something behind.
Yeah,
that's more than just fucking life insurance.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
That's exactly. Yeah, because like, dude, you can work a warehouse, you can fucking do all these things, but like even if you're cooking and like you make your own restaurant, now you have your own restaurant and you die. Everybody's gonna remember you for being that person that made
what
that.
You make of it, dude.
Yeah.
And like some people would consider being a cook a fucking lowly job. To some people, it depends on where you're fucking stating this statement. But it's like you're a cook, but then obviously you're fucking remembered if you're a cook. If your fucking restaurant is like the tip top because you're passionate about what you're doing. Like fuck, you motherfucker packing boxes or some shit, whatever. Dude is Amazon, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? The best at packing boxes. You know what I'm saying? You can still be the best at what the fuck you do. It's just yeah, like I feel like it is that human desire to be to leave something behind.
Yeah,
you know, exactly. It is that human desire.
And I feel like that kind of relates to my next question. I heard you say when you were breaking down one of your songs that you really want to put it out for like your Filipino culture because there's not that many Filipino rappers. And when you said that, I was like tripping out. I like sat down. I was like, damn, like
I want to be the guy.
Like, because if you think about it,
I want to be the guy. Top Filipino rapper right now.
Probably like Pilo. Pilo would be like the top of like Filipino rappers for sure.
But even at that, that's like one.
But I mean, to me, not to knock like, okay, yeah, I mean, you know, on record, off record, whatever, but not to knock people's like lyricism, shit like that. But it's like rapper, like you know what I mean? Like I want to be like the best Filipino like lyricist who's ever lived. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Pilo is a hit maker. Like he makes hit songs. I want to be like the
dance
best.
Songs.
Yeah, I want to be like the best like lyrical lyricist.
Yeah, and you do, you know like when I hear your music, you do have like good like catchy punchlines.
Yeah.
And I was like tripping out when I was listening on the way over here.
Yeah.
And that's what I was like, listen.
It was getting you? It was fun? Yeah.
Yeah. Every song. That's why I'm like, dude, there's something about you like where you have this like certain like I don't even know. It's like a certain funk. That's the best way I can say it.
What's your process to writing lyrics? Like, do you have shit written down? Like, do you always write shit down all the time? Or
I mean, for me,
freestyle
I write it down, but I freestyle the melodies and then I fill in the words.
Oh, okay.
But you never have any like stuff written like throughout the day, like when you just
yeah.
Like, have a
I mean,
thought,
all the time.
like,
I literally I was sweeping at work at my fucking job, and I was humming some shit, and I fucking put it in my voice recording, and that's like a hook now, and just gotta find a beat for it. And like that's kind of how. I mean, yeah, it comes in spurts, and you can't really like. I can't just be like walk in a room and sit down and be like, all right, I'm gonna write music. Like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't.
I feel like when I was younger, like when I was younger,
that's how I thought it worked before.
Yeah, when I was younger, I felt like I just had so much shit that I've always wanted to say. So like I didn't really have to have anything written down or anything. Like shit would just come to me. But now as I'm older, it's harder. So I'm always just like writing little notes. And as time goes on, I look back at those notes and it's like, oh shit, now that generates fucking shit.
Yeah, and you generate a new fucking thought.
Yeah, because I forget. Like I feel like I don't know. Maybe I don't have that much to say, or like I don't have like the eagerness to say it as I did when I first was doing shit. So that, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's the chemistry of us as human beings, though, too. Like, okay, like, of course, there's multiple reasons why I feel like we have more on our mind. We're more, like, out there, too, like, when we're younger, because, like, I mean, fuck, if you're thinking, like, biologically, back in the, you know, times of just animals and shit, like, that age, that's our fucking mating age.
Yeah.
Bro. You know what I mean? Like, 18 to 27, that's, like, our mating age. Like, we're trying to fucking...
And gathering food.
You know what I mean? We're gathering, where this is our
trying to
time,
build and shit like that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you get a little bit older, and it's like you've already done that.
Yeah.
To a certain extent,
It's
enough to keep yourself at least functioning in life. You know what I mean? So it's like when you get a little older, it's like you kind of have to like push that feeling, but then you don't want to push it too much, and you learn a little bit more about balance.
Yeah.
And I feel like the balance is actually the win.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't realize it, but you have time.
Yeah.
Like I feel like at 40, I'm gonna be the best me,
Yeah.
And a lot of people see 40 as like, you're done, like you're old. I see 40.
That's some stupid social media shit because like you think about business owners, like the fucking most successful business owners, people that are getting money, not followers, money. Like they're all, by the time their first hit is happening per se, like for in our stance would be like a hit record or something like that. Like the first time their shit's hitting is not till 40. Like their business ain't booming till 40. Because you're putting you putting everything into it in your 20s and your 30s.
Oprah didn't happen until she was like 40.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking Walmart too, 40.
Yeah, bro. That's like I feel like people like pretend like that's like a late timeline, but that's the normal fucking timeline.
And then how you
that's a normal timeline for a human life, bro.
You
know what I mean?
You do a lot of like you don't. It's like you put a lot of action. Like you do a lot of things consistently.
Yeah.
So there's always like a building of what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're building a foundation. You're building a fan base.
Yeah. Because that's really what's gonna keep us alive either way. Like,
because if you like try to just do like a major hit, like a fucking something that goes viral like real quick, you'll get a lot of people who are like, oh shit, this fool's tight, whatever. But then as easily as they came, they'll fucking leave.
Yeah, because there's gonna be another thing that happens.
Yeah,
exactly.
Maybe even 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
It's just interest, but it's like.
But if you do something consistently throughout time, those people who have been staying with you, they're loyal.
They appreciate it.
Yeah, they'll stick.
Appreciate it, and they're like you're a part of their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's really like the key, and like I feel like that's the key to making this like a job that you would actually be happy having.
No, hell yeah.
For like a long, because like. I don't
know.
I
feel like I'm always learning.
Yeah,
in this type of like field.
Dude, same, man. And like I feel like also, I mean, shit. Even like people, you think about people that do have like a hit record, and obviously they play that one song like gang at different times. Yeah. It's like obviously it gets watered a little bit for them, but like the meaning remains if you're still making things. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, obviously the song that you had the hit for, it loses meaning if you're not making anything anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't mean anything you said in that one song that's hitting. You know what I mean? Like now it's like
you're just writing that one wave of that fucking hit.
Because you know what I mean, like I feel like even just for being happy as an artist, you know what I mean? Like you can't just rock karaoke every night, bro. Unless like it depends though. If you're at a certain age where you're not making any more shit, obviously artists make a career off that. But like
I feel like back in the day it was easier to make a
back
career.
In the day,
you can just have one hit and just fucking perform
but now
forever.
The speed that things are consumed and gone, you have to be in everyday.
Yeah, like consistent shit.
You gotta be in everyday things. So it's like people will say it's like it's easier now because we have more resources for sure, but it's more competitive.
Yeah,
definitely.
1,000 times more competitive.
Oh hell yeah!
You know what I mean? It's just a gang of other people with the same exact knowledge.
Yeah,
exactly. Makes it way fucking harder. That's one thing I noticed when I was making music. I was like, if I'm not gonna be performing and putting myself out there, then I need to take a step back and like really evaluate, because I don't want to be that. You know how there's people that are blind to it. Like they're doing it, but like they're like, come on, fool! Like you need to like, you need to just drop it. Like you don't have it, but you don't want to be rude and tell them that.
And at the same time, it's like I do know cats like that, but then it's like you don't want to tell them how to live their life too.
Exactly.
Because maybe this is the only shit that gets them through their day.
That's very true.
So it's like, fuck. But
I just never wanted to be like that.
But like those are the type of cats that don't have people that are honest with them in their own lives.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like. That's where that stems from too, because it's like. If you heard it from a true friend and they were just trying to help you, like that's different than somebody just being like, yeah, this shit's whack. You know what I mean? Like, this shit is trash. It's ass, dude.
But I feel like your situation, like I always tell him, because he says like, he came down here, he was by himself. He went to an event where he sees everyone getting down. He has no support, no homies. Like he's all alone. He's like. Has no experience in it, so he doesn't know what to expect. It's like, fool, if that was me, I wouldn't have done it either. But you know what I'm saying? But it's like one of those things, like you just gotta try again. Like,
exactly, because it's like,
you know what place it was too? It was an open mic for Noah James was throwing.
Oh no shit, man. Did you end up going on?
No, I told that was the day where I went up. Like I was like right there. I see everybody dabbing each other up, like, oh, what's up? Like, I was like, damn, everybody knows each other.
And that's intimidating because you guys are all homies. You know what I mean?
And I remember,
like,
you remember, I was rehearsing with you like lunch. I was like, but I was doing like hella coke too, so I was like doing a bump, and I'm like
just fucking paranoid about that shit.
Like, I'll just rap, and then I'll
way off beat, way too fast.
Yeah. And I'll lose my breath, and he was like, fool, if you don't do coke, and I was like, nah, dude, like if I do coke, it's gonna help me.
For me, I was
that's
like,
the mentality.
Dude, coke never helped me live. Yeah. Like I did like a few times, and I was like, this shit doesn't help. It just takes me off of like the rhythm, the vibe,
completely
like,
off beat, bro. Like I don't know. There was a time where like I was trying to like do like doing coke and then just trying to like get in the studio thinking, I'm be up all night off this shit. And I like literally tried it once and it was like the worst fucking studio session ever, dude. Like, I was getting so fucking frustrated. Like I couldn't fucking write for my life. On my lines
get
were
it down,
whack as
everything.
Fuck.
Too ahead of yourself.
My melody was too fucking fast for this damn beat. I kept changing my mind on what beat I wanted to write on.
Dude,
it was like the worst fucking experience.
I was like, don't do that shit. Just fucking go.
But see, I didn't know at the time. I was like, I just remember clearly going to the Noah.
I think if you ran that back under the right circumstances mentally, you would fucking shred it.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're doing.
I remember
you had like a homie there, like fool, go for it, dog.
You should have fucking came.
I didn't know about it at that time. I didn't.
I fucking throw it down.
The sparks fly.
We weren't that close then. I didn't know.
No, yeah, we weren't that close. I was just his supplier, bro.
He was just my drug dealer at that time. I felt weird. He was like, "Hey, if you want to come with me to LA, like what?"
No, it was literally in fucking Riverside.
Was it in Riverside?
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what? Me being me too, I didn't invite him. I just told him I'm performing. Help me fucking perform.
Hey, get over here.
Yeah. It was sick too because that night I remember.
See, I would have been down to go. See?
Yeah, if I would have invited you, that's my fault.
Under the correct circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Like you have all the correct circumstances.
Dude, I would have gave you an 8-ball, dog.
See?
Nah, but Frankie was.
was.
I remember Frankie being there.
Which Frankie?
Frank from Riverettes.
Really?
Yeah.
He went.
And he was playing on the drums.
What do you mean he was playing on the drums?
No, was he playing the bass
at the show?
No, when we were rehearsing.
Oh. Okay.
And you're on the piano, and I was doing one of my songs, Vision.
At the fucking studio.
Yeah, the old studio.
Yeah.
And I just remember rapping to it, and the way you were playing on the piano and him on the drums, I was like, dude, this shit's sick. Like, I would love to perform if there's like a band behind me, because then I'll feel like more in the mode, and I'm also like I don't know, like I guess carrying the band. Like I feel like I'm in charge, so it'll make me more motivated. Like
you have like a backup people there.
Yeah.
Well, you always perform by yourself always.
See that I can't.
But like, there's different types of artists. Maybe you belong in a group setting. Maybe you do belong in a band.
Maybe it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
how long did it take you to be comfortable just being on the stage by yourself?
Shit, bro.
Immediately.
Honestly,
this guy's a fucking star.
The thing, like, I don't know. Like, I was always very self-critical about my shit, but then I would get off stage and people like, oh, I was fucking lit. I was this, but I was like, I was whatever. You know what I mean? So like from my perspective, like I was like very like self-critical like about certain things. Or like if I missed a word, like, oh, but you didn't hear me miss that word on that second song, or the second verse. You know what I mean? Like so, like I'm very self-critical. So I
started doing like solo acoustic shit.
It's hard to say when I was actually comfortable. Like when I was comfortable. When I appeared comfortable, probably early. You know what I mean? But like. Shit, bro. Like, even like my first. I mean, I got blessed on like my very first show was here at Riverside, bro.
No way, really?
I went to the Vibe. I don't even remember.
No way, right there.
Yeah, it was at the Vibe.
We played the last show before it closed there,
and it was a similar. I wanted to go to that, by the way. Damn. It was a similar vibe that we were talking about though. Like I went. It was me and my homie at the time, Papes and Lord, and we went as a group. We didn't fucking know nobody.
Yeah.
We're from the suburbs. We're out here in the hood at the fucking Vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, we were scared as fuck at first. But then, like, once we started and, like,
getting that rhythm.
When we got the rhythm and people just felt it together, like, it was a good set. Like, we got blessed with people that were, like, receptive to that shit. The correct crowd. You know what I mean? Like, we got blessed with the correct crowd with our first shit. And then for my second show ever, it's funny. It's actually funny. Like before the show, I went to jail for like 2 weeks.
Oh shit!
For like getting in a fight and like just breaking a bunch of shit. They basically I got booked for like vandalism. So I was there for like 2 weeks.
OC?
Yeah, an OC. So like in the week before I got booked, we booked a show.
Yeah.
And the day I got out was the 14th, and the day of the show was the 15th. So I was still gonna be able to make it to the show. Yeah. So like I had the homie was literally selling all the tickets. I was just like sitting there, just like upset. Yeah. You know, fucking stupid out here, just just getting arrested for no reason and shit. And then I get out, and then like all the homies are at the fucking show. Like, oh damn, like there's like fucking sick. Like free Pape shirts and shit like that. Like different like shit. Yeah. So like it was like, I definitely got set up early on with good energy to be like, okay, the performing's not that bad. Yeah. So I didn't ever had a moment. Well, I mean, I had moments that sucked for sure, but like I didn't have a moment that gave me phobia. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a moment that was like such a bad experience. I was like, oh, I'm never doing that shit again. You know what I mean? Like I mean, when I was like in that group and we were playing at the observatory, there was a show where like the pillar at the top. Yeah. I was performing. I jumped off the fucking pillar. This is the first verse of the first fucking song. Jumped off the pillar, slipped, fell on my fucking face. Oh, first moment of the fucking song. But like.
Just get up and fucking do it.
I like literally
just missing teeth.
My head fucking bounced on that bitch, and I sprung back up from the fucking shit, and I just kept going. And that was like autopilot though. Like I didn't even think about it until
the show must go on.
And until after on, people were like, oh dude, you fell, this, that, and it was like. Yeah, and then like keep it going. And it's like we kept it going, and it was like it made it like more lit. That like you know what I mean? Like it was something that I was afraid of. Like made it actually more memorable. Like, I wouldn't have remembered that show. I wouldn't have remembered that set if that didn't happen. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Moments, bro. Shit.
That's what it's all about. Fucking like, moments. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So like now, like I'm not scared of shit because like.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to tell him because I'm like, food takes time to get comfortable.
It takes time.
And shit.
It takes a lot of time. It takes
a
lot of.
It's like trial and error. Like you're gonna have some moments where you're like, fuck, but I mean.
Yeah, you just.
If you have one good show, it's like that's enough to like hype you up to be like, oh, I want to get that again. Like yeah.
Yeah, because one good set is like. Fucking God, yeah, it's the best. Dude.
I've had good shows.
The best fucking feeling, bro.
But again, I think this is when I was making music, I was doing a lot of drugs. Yeah. So I think now,
if you came at it with like a sober mindset,
I think
not even have to be completely sober, but like just a coherent mindset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it'll be better. That's why I'm interested. Like, I'm down. That's why when I hear people like you explain how you go on, because everybody's gonna have that little like. Anxiety, it's always there no matter what because you care about it.
Yeah, so that's the thing is like that's the major key though. If you care about it, that's what's gonna keep you going
because you never know what's gonna happen. So it's like that's always scary, you know, like you're like fuck, I don't know how it's gonna go down.
At the end of the day, if you care about what you're making though,
it's just exciting, like go for it.
What's like your end game on like making music? Do you want to like get to a certain level where you're like, I guess, famous and rich, or is it?
I mean, I want to be obviously well off, sustainable, money for myself.
Because you're a creator.
I want to provide opportunities for other creatives too. I mean, I want to find whoever's next. You know what I mean? And I like. I mean, there's a couple artists that I mean, I don't know if you heard of Devereaux. I've been trying to like, really just kind of like help her out, guide her with her like path and shit like that too. And just younger artists, just let them know certain things, a certain game that could.
You're trying to
speed things up.
Artists, or just
not even like just be there to help. And then I mean, my dream is Pretty Pape's music group, but then with other artists signed to me.
Cause you're pretty good at like directing too. Cause all your music videos, I seen you like kind of explaining.
Yeah, I read all my treatments. I read all my treatments, bro.
Dope, dude. I was
Thank you, bro.
Shit, like,
yeah. So like I trip on that too. Like, do you want to be like a director as well? Because you're good at like.
That shit was clean as fuck. Those music videos are.
Thank you, bro. I mean, my homie. Shout out my brother Bloomy. He's the one who like edited all the shit. I usually come up with the storylines.
I need to get you and Bloomy on here, like at the same time.
Yeah, that's my dog, bro.
Yeah, you guys are comedy together.
Yeah, bro, that dude's great, man. Y'all gotta come out to the beach sometime too. Shit.
No, yeah, I went. I did maybe on Manic podcast. I did that.
Oh no, shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's my homegirl.
Yeah. She's dope as fuck.
Yeah. It's fire.
But how'd you meet Bloomy? Now I think about it.
Bro, in the studio, my homie Mr. to the P studio, like 2016 maybe. Like, we were just in the same studio session. I had heard his music before on SoundCloud. I thought his shit was tight.
Yeah, Bloomy gets down.
Yeah. I mean, we just exchanged shit, and then we were following each other for a little bit, and I saw he directed a video for one of his homies. I thought the video was really sick. It was actually his first video. And then after that, we linked up, and I told him I wanted to do a video for this song, Feng Shui. It's like, I don't know if you all seen that one. It's off my album Rice Paper. It's like 2017, I think. And yeah, we linked up for that video. And yeah, I mean, we just fucking got along really well.
That's
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you just like have like
that chemistry right away.
Chemistry, yeah. Like he's fucking funny as shit, and yeah, he's definitely a wild card type dude.
Yeah.
So
you'll like him. He's dope.
Yeah, no, he's really cool. But yeah, that's how I linked up with Bloomy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I know you're trying to fucking make your mark, and I feel like you are. You're on the right path.
Thank you, man.
And I feel like everything that you're doing, your style too, you just stand out right
Thank
away.
you, bro. Appreciate
like
I'm wearing a ski mask.
Yeah, see, that's sick.
Yeah, 'cause my hair is pink, but it's all like fucking busted out right now. It's all busted.
What makes you want to dye your hair too? Like, is that just part of the style?
Man, I just don't want to look like an average Filipino, man. I just want to look like, you know what I mean? I don't want to look like a guy who, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he raps here and he fucking, like, works at UPS or some shit.
Yeah,
I wanna be, you know what I mean? I want to be my max potential me. Like, I think that's actually my end goal. Like, if you talk about end goal, like, I don't really know what avenues I would really want to be in other than, like, music. Obviously want to help other people with their music.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter what genre.
My thing is always that. It's like, I'm super into the writing process.
I'm really into the writing process.
And all shit, but I always like, I fucking lose it in the like image. Yeah, but it's such a part. It's a big part.
The
of
image is
that
hard though.
shit.
But
like,
the image is like, before I would be like, this is like dumb. Like, why does it care? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know, you kind of fight it, but then you realize that it's like, it's part of the expression.
No, exactly. Yeah,
Like it's literally like the way you look, the way you are as a person is a part of that song.
I guess for me, it's like where did I feel comfortable? Like, with like, what is it that I'm even trying to like convey?
Yeah, but it like just like it takes time to find your sound, it takes time to find who you are, like stylistically too. You know what I mean? Aesthetically, and I mean for me, I get help. I mean, my brother Cambo, he's kind of like giving me like a lot of inspiration.
What about your wife?
Shit like that.
Your wife be telling you?
I mean, my wife, my wife, hell yeah, bro. Like a woman will tell you straight the fuck up if your shit does not look
who
tight.
inspired the pearls? Like I look at the pearls and I'm like,
that's
tight.
She was against
like,
she was against the pearls.
Yeah,
Low-key, you like it? Everybody in my life was against the pearls.
No,
and I'm still wearing them strong.
You know why? Because
They look
it's like
sick.
I would have never considered it. And it's like that's so like, oh shit, like I noticed it.
I seen them at a fucking vintage store and just copped it. There was a matching bracelet.
Yeah, dude, that's tight.
Thank you,
man. But yeah, I pulled up. It's funny. I pulled up. We had like our early Thanksgiving on Saturday with my family, and I pulled up with these on like pearl necklace. What are you, a girl? And I was like man, y'all are fucking close-minded, homie. Yeah.
Hey man, back in the days, the fucking shit was what with the seashells?
Yeah. Puka shells?
Yeah, remember that?
Oh, man, I really wanted a puka shell necklace, too,
everybody had that shit, bro.
One.
That shit was tropical.
I'll bring that bitch back. I'll bring that shit back, too.
I told my girl, because she had one, too, and I tried to put it on, and it didn't fit. But she ended up throwing it away. I was like, fuck, I really want to get one of those. But yeah, it'll fit your style, because I feel like that makes it, like, I don't know, it fits your style. It looks good.
I try to be, I mean, like.
You look unique.
As far as, like, my style, I try to be like similar to my music per se. Like there's a little bit of like loudness, a little bit of funk to it.
It reminds me of like some Fresh Prince.
That's kind of like the vibe that I go for.
Especially when you have your like when you're doing that song breakdown, like you have your blonde hair, but it's like up too.
Yeah.
Like you feel me?
I was on my Nick Lachey shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. That shit looks sick. And
but
you're
like
breaking down. I like how you broke down that structure.
Yeah.
Because just like you said, you always want to be making content.
Yeah.
And that's something that we're trying to do too. But we
consistent.
And
doing it now.
I trip out too because you're really persistent on like social media. What kind of tips do you have for us? I guess. Because we're trying to be more on social media.
I'm still trying to get a hold of it too, because it's a big beast, man. It's like, I realize that it's like, I'm trying to do it by myself right now, but it's definitely not something that most people will do by themselves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like if you're talking about like
realizing that
artists that have made like just like you have a band, your fucking image has a band too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like your whole, it's a whole presentation.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like, as far as just staying consistent, just a schedule. You know what I mean? Like right now, I don't know if you know.
Like almost our age, so you kind of grew up with like it becoming like popular.
That's the thing. I grew up in the transition stage.
There's kids now who grew up with it, and it's like this is what they think it's always been like this.
Yeah, it's fucking.
And they
I had to go to
adapt
Kmart
quick.
for
Yeah.
internet.
They can post fucking quick as fuck and
I'm
like
in,
without
I'm in that
thinking.
middle. I'm in that middle ground too.
Yeah,
where it's like you have to think about it. It's like a skill you have to fucking acquire.
Exactly.
Type
Yeah.
shit. It's not something where you were built for it, but it's like it's a schedule at the end of the day. It's like okay, and you can. I mean, like clips like say, okay, you're doing your podcast right now, right? Like this podcast is like almost an hour. Like there's so many cool 30-second moments that you could probably think of. Just turn that into a reel.
Chop it up.
Yeah, and like just shoot your jump shots. It's like the same shit as like me putting out a bunch of songs again. Like you just put out a bunch of reels.
I was even
bunch
thinking
of videos,
about like quotes. Like say it's like a still picture
quotes.
of you.
Yeah.
And then like how you said that shit earlier, I was like, damn, that's a dope ass quote right
like
there.
quote, like that's all content. Like those are all just like little forms of like, oh, like I mean, it's still a drop. You know what I mean? Like for me, like every time I put out like just like a little video or just like a little something, it's like I still treat it like it's a drop. You know what I mean? Like you just drop something.
Like
you just like I just dropped something. Like I just dropped my latest.
I'm still here. Remember?
Yeah, such a fast consumption culture where it's like, yeah, people don't know how it was back then. They only know how it is now. So it's like, if I don't see this person every day, oh, they fell off.
Exactly. Yeah. They must not be doing anything.
And
it's
like,
anything.
yeah, and it's like doesn't mean you're not doing anything, but it's like that's like the sad reality that it's like you did fall off if you didn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like it's like now in like news culture, like unless like you're somebody who's really established their brand so heavily, like a Kendrick, you could take 3 years off and your shit will still chart to the top.
Yeah.
But that's like that's a rarity. Most of us normal guys, we gotta just keep
doing
putting out shit over and over again.
We get there.
You know, until we get there. You know what I'm saying? Or like even if you're at a level where people still consume your music constantly, like a Tech 9 or something like that. Tech 9 is way richer than Ken. Like I'm sorry, bro. Like there's like certain artists that are like just because they might not be as big of a fish as far as like in our mind all the time, they're
making moves.
Most well off.
That's how Snoop is.
Yeah.
Snoop is doing so much shit behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like I seen that Snoop was like making music in like Dubai or something, like some shit, crazy shit. And I was like, what the fuck?
Just like seeing the amount of things that people can accomplish in 24 hours, like just every single day, is like enough motivation for me to be like, I can do that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's.
You gotta put that effort.
Yeah, it's literally just the effort and it's just the activation energy. You just gotta activate. I mean, you ever heard of the 5-second rule? I don't know. I be watching TED Talks and shit.
Where like you want to do something, just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get into it.
You have to, if you have an idea, you have to act on it within 5 seconds or it'll disappear. It'll literally go back to where it came from your subconscious and it'll rotate and go right back.
If you just let it linger,
if you let it linger,
I swear, I feel like that happens on the podcast.
Hey, that's a fucking.
So the 5-second rule. So if you really want to do something, don't wait more than 5 seconds or it's going to leave. And it's gone. You know what I mean? Like the only moment we have, like only thing that's real in the world is now.
It's like that.
The future's gone. The future's not here. The past is gone. Yeah.
Nah, fool.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. That's that shit, man.
That's what happens with fucking like laundry and shit. I'm like, I should do laundry, and then I don't do it. That shit don't happen for another fucking week or something.
Yeah. See, that's some shit that I'm still trying to work on it with myself too.
Hey,
it's
we're only human,
bro. We're only human. Exactly.
But
like, I don't know. I guess like knowing certain things is helpful to be like to alter your actions. You know what I mean? I
feel like we can fucking talk for hours, dude.
We really could.
And I want to keep going, but I think
you're out of film.
No, we could. It's just that I usually do an hour podcast.
Okay, have we been already an hour?
It's an hour and a half.
That shit flew. Damn, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I don't know if we should keep going, cause like, dude, I fucking.
Yeah, we good. We're good. I mean, do you have like a closing thing? Yeah.
I usually just fucking just ask you if you want to do any shout outs.
Shout outs. I got to shout out my brother, brothers from Hype Supply, Bon Loy and Hella Extra. Those are my boys. Shout out my people at Chronic one time. Who else I want to shout out? I'll just shout out my wife. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to shout out my goddamn website, man. PrettyPapes.com. Go buy something and fucking listen to some music. What's up?
And same thing with Instagram?
Yeah, and Instagram too. Instagram at Pretty Papes, PrettyPapes.
I'm guessing
Twitter,
TikTok.
Same thing. All my handles are the same everywhere. TikTok, Twitter,
YouTube.
Facebook. Yeah. YouTube. Pretty Papes. PrettyPapes.
And then Roland never has any shout outs. He usually says no one.
Nobody.
And
I ain't shouting out shit.
I'm just shouting out fucking you, dude.
Yeah.
I got the merch.
My guy.
Go buy some merch. Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. I told you, man. I was fucking nervous to hit you up
Don't
in
be-
person, bro.
Yeah,
but like now we're here.
I understand that feeling because I've had that same feeling.
Yeah,
before, too,
bitch,
but-
bitch. Yeah. What you know about me, bro? I'm going hard in the game, gonna make a name. Leaving my mark, I'ma leave my stain. Better back up, cause I bring the pain. What you know about me, bro? Got supreme hat, supreme clothes, bad breezy. Fuck yeah, so fresh, we're high class, bro. What you know about me, bro?